Hey TPK, we are going to be starting up the Showdown show. So today I have with me Mr. Altios. Say hi, Altios.
Hello.
We are going to just be discussing TPK a little bit, what we're up to, what we're going to be up to, what the game is going to have in store. I think this has the potential to be really good by like episode 10, so you're going to have to bear with us for a bit here.
Gotta
So
make it to episode 10.
if we make it to episode 10, what a great point, dude. Okay. So got my little. I'm training WTC right now because I mean you can't slow down on the XP gains. So first off, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm doing alright.
So I have heard you're recently trainer level. Oh, I got a trade. Hello. Click click click.
Add that to the blooper reel.
Nah, this is staying in.
Oh,
Easy money. Look at that. 16k for 55k cobalt bars.
easy trade.
Let's give him a TY. So I've recently heard you're trainer level 14. Tell me, how does that feel?
Not that great, I'll be honest. There's nothing going on trainer level 14 right now.
Yeah, so what do you think about trainer level 14 specific rewards? Because people have actually been talking about this in chat I've seen. There's trainer level 12 and 13 rewards. And back in green, of course, trainer level 14 was completely not obtainable. But
Yeah.
obviously with the new meta here, it's been done already. So, I don't know. There's some people, like I personally am of the opinion that the trainer level 13 rewards are too easy at this point. So, like, maybe we could even consider, well, okay. So, like, you could bump up the rewards by, like, 1, right? But then that's, like, just taking away content. So, I don't know if you have any ideas on that.
Yeah, I don't think adding another shop per se would be a good idea, just because the current costs of the trainer level 13 Pokemon are a bit ridiculous, and in my boards post where I was getting people's opinions on what they thought about the TL13 shop, I was saying that it would be a bit silly to add a new one for trainer level 14 because you would essentially want to one up the TL13 shop in cost and the cool Pokemon factor. So upping the cost would just cause an even bigger issue because we don't want to have that much money in the economy. If you had even say like 20 mil for one of the Pokemon in there, it would just be a bit too much expense.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense to, because like already the trainer level 13 shop Pokemon are kind of impossible to get.
Yeah. I'm the only one that's purchased one so far, and to my discredit, I didn't really even pay for it. I traded a shiny Groudon for a large sum of the money.
Yeah, nice trade by the way. That all of my grinding was totally worth it.
Don't worry about it. Celebi's in good hands.
All right, so there's also as you know, hard mode and expert mode battles. You think we could add like a I don't e, what's past expert? I mean, there's easy, medium, hard,
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
expert plus plus. I mean, it's like the button's just gonna be behind a lock code. Like I don't even know. You got to solve a puzzle.
Maybe you could shrink the buttons or apply a darkness trap where you can only see a part of the battle page based on where your cursor is. I was actually thinking about this the other day.
A little behind the scenes for expert mode battles. The idea originally was from a browser-based game called Eternal Wars, and this game, it was basically like one of those clicky games where there's only a single button, which is your primary way of like interacting. So that single button was just attack or whatever, and the whole combat cycle was performed in that one click. And what they did was the same thing as expert mode battles. They moved the button one time just randomly on the page, like the entire page, and you had to go like find the button and click on it. And sometimes it was kind of like it blended in with the background, so you kind of had to look a little bit. That's kind of what I wanted to do with expert mode battles. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to come up with a totally new thing. And I mean, even then though, what kind of rewards could I give? You know, like I mean, anyone who's trainer level 14 is going to have everything already.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, I don't know. If anybody has ideas for that, let me know. So, see, I guess for me, in terms of what I've been up to, I recently accomplished my Obsidian goals. So we're at plus 20 clan Obsidian, which is pretty good for me. I'm working on lead right now. Like, all I'm doing is mining.
30.
It's like mining city over here in Ascension.
Yeah. Trying to get our bad clan picks up. Love to help, but the DNC grind is actually killing me. Just finished getting mine a couple days ago, now I'm helping DJ get his.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised people have taken so well to that, because when I originally saw those prices, I was like, you just set Unobtainium way too high. But
Well, the funny thing was with Unobtainium, when I ended up... Well, so I randomly rolled, like I set ranges to pick from, and then I had random.org just decide them for me. So when I first rolled for Unobtainium, it was out of 50k, I think it was like 20 to 50k that it would roll for, and it rolled a 50.
Mhm.
So I had the kindness in my heart to change that and roll it again.
Yeah, I mean, this is just brutal, man. I'm looking forward to the first one in game, though.
I already got it.
Oh, well,
Got it 2 days ago.
yep. I have not been around. Need to be around more. Forest Ryuku's out as well. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I
Got
do like the spray for it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. All right, my second topic. Mini games. They're supposed to suck. Why have people been doing mini games? I don't understand it. I've been doing so much memory match lately, and like multiple people have gotten past like level 100. Like, what the hell?
Well, short answer is that I remembered how silly memory match was for minigame points, so I picked that up again as well as a couple of other people, but I've just started making a checklist to try and get all of the non-legend Pokemon ungendered, and I didn't really think of doing that until after I grinded out that Cloud Bidoof, because, you know, it cost me over 50 mil minigame points.
Rest in peace.
So I had to get my vengeance on the shop somehow.
Yeah, and the Impossible game, Impossible Mode, which is a recent update, that was actually due to popular demand from, like, I mean, more than just Psyduck, who's been killing it in Impossible game right now. Like, other people actually wanted more Impossible game content.
Yeah.
And it seems that's been a big success. I kind of thought it was going to be a little harder than it ended up being, but people have been doing it.
Yeah.
Speaking of new updates, the latest big update's the Clan Showdown update, where we totally went through and reevaluated all of how Clan Showdown works. And I think it's actually pretty similar to some of the events we've had in the past, where like all of these different areas in the game end up contributing points toward Clan Home. And
Yeah.
was this originally your idea? Because I know this has been in the notes for a
Yes.
long time.
Yeah, so when we did, it wasn't the first SVP. I think it was the first TPK Revolution. No, that was the whole EV week where everyone got a different type of EV.
Oh, that was so awesome.
And the shiny Zubat was the big prize to train up. That was pretty silly.
People were so salty because it wasn't an Eevee at the end.
Yeah. So, I think it was the year after that when we had TPK Revolution again. We had, I'm pretty sure this was all my idea still, but we had the point system all across the board, so you could do pretty much anything on the site, and it gave you a bunch of different points towards the event. And I remember mentioning to you when we were putting that together that this would be a really sick update for Clan Showdown. This would be like the dream to have all different parts of the site counting. And while it's not quite everything yet, could still improve on this in the future. I had a couple of ideas for how we could add smelting into it, but I don't know. It would feel kind of redundant. It might not. Just have to run the numbers, I guess.
Yeah, smelting's Smelting, I don't know. It's so passive that it doesn't feel like it's worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's been received rather well. Let's check out the current rankings right now. Where it's almost done, so seems like we did not win this time. But there's been some pretty good competition.
Yeah.
And another thing is the clan credits boost with that, and the money as well. I'm not sure if people have really grasped how much of an increase that we gave to money. I think it's because like people are going to passively be able to afford these extremely expensive upgrades just by trying to get Showdown.
Yeah, and I think that's a really cool thing now. It makes Showdown worth fighting for now because it saves you a lot of money in the long run.
Even third place is pretty significant, especially if you're a newer clan. Because remember, every clan, no matter how high their level is, does the same in Showdown. So if you're a newer clan and you try to get for that second or third place, that's gonna get you an EXP upgrade.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to like trying to see how high Showdown's gonna end up going because like it seems like 1,000,000 score is gonna be pretty easily doable. But like, what's really the limit? Because I felt like 10K Showdown score was like kind of this.
The ceiling.
Yeah, but what's the ceiling now? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see 7-digit showdowns in the future.
All right, so I have another segment idea, which we're going to try out where we're going to go for like a pretty ridiculous idea and just kind of like workshop it and see how it can fit into the game. So this idea is called the Money Pit, and it's a one-liner. It's a reskin secret dungeon where every step you take costs $1. And
oh boy,
I've been. Okay, wait. Let me just beep. All right, I'm gonna actually pull up the original issue I made. GitLab. So I do have a few bullet points.
now let's talk about Ruby.
Let's talk about Ruby. All right, so yeah, here's the deal. LOL coin gain significantly boost, obviously, because it costs money. It becomes a way to pay to grind Secret Dungeon faster. And I'm thinking like a desert kind of theme, kind of like Treasure Dungeon. Oh, well,
Battle Pyramid.
Battle Pyramid, like it's a treasure dungeon. And staircases look like pitfall traps because it's a pit. And then I've been experimenting in my mind trying to find a way to make Secret Dungeon have larger floors, and I've been wanting to do that for like over a year now. So I would just like try to fit that into this to give it some more unique flavor. But yeah, what do you think about this? I know people have been I've actually told this idea to a few people already, and the number one concern I've gotten is like, well, it's another pay to win kind of thing in the game, kind of like Radiators right now.
Yeah.
But I think it could be balanced where it's like obviously not worth your money, but if you only want LOL coins and you're like the only thing in the game and you have a lot of money, that's kind of like what I want this to be for. Like I really want it
to be a money pit.
Yeah, I want it to be like really bad in terms of money.
Okay.
But noticeably an LOL coin boost. But I don't know what those numbers would be yet.
Yeah, it'll take a little bit more fleshing out to get something that you're gonna like.
How many steps do you think are in, like, let's say a raid mode right now? Because, like, you know, now that I think about it, if it's only like 200 steps, it's not a lot of money.
It's definitely more than 200 steps. I think it comes down to, like, player experience, I almost want to say. It's like, the more you do Secret Dungeon, the more accustomed you get to, like, different ways that the tiles are set up and the rooms are set up, so you can avoid trainers more effectively, and overall just spend less time.
Yeah, so another, like, aspect of this which changes the mode is that the way you control your character becomes important.
Yeah.
Maybe it could
Because
even be
every
$10 a step. Like, make it really ridiculous. It's like you're really paying attention every time. No, I think there's something here. You know?
There's potential.
I know people, especially with the new shop update, I know people have been wanting a, like, secret dungeon update, I guess, or something to, like, just address how much LO coins are needed to get everything in the shop. It kind of seems impractical right now.
Yeah. It's quite the grind.
Especially with, like, I mean, I remember working on secret dungeon, like, the current secret dungeon update back, like, freshman year of college, so that's, like, 4 years ago. So it is some old code. I've gotten better.
Yeah, I hope they eventually come up with some. I mean, we have ideas already for a potential rework of it, but actually putting the time in and completely redoing the way Secret Dungeon works would be a bit of a project. Not in the near future, but that would be a really nice thing to see, because currently, the way the shops are set up, it's not very translated. It's not translated very well. Because the way that you earn coins hasn't changed in years. I don't think it's ever changed, actually. Besides maybe small tweaks to like raid mode output. But I wanted to increase the prices because everything else got a big bump in price since people have been around the game for 2 years now. Might as well give people harder challenges. I think I was successful with most of the shops, but Secret Dungeon, again, like I said, it hasn't really translated very well because all we've done is up the prices. We haven't allowed for people to have better gains, better rates.
Yeah, that's kind of the driving force behind this. Like, what's a way that we can add more quote unquote challenge into it to have a way to potentially earn more money? You know, it's like I don't know. But like I said, whatever the numbers end up being, it has to be worth it to just do raid mode. But like if you're going to be training for people and you're going to be doing a bunch of extra effort to help speed up Secret Dungeon, then I think that should be a way that you can be rewarded.
Yeah, if you have money to dump into it, it should be worth your time. Just not so much more ridiculous that like everyone's going to try to go out of their way to do it.
All right, cool. So I have one more thing, and I want to do a sneak peek of the new Trainer Square update I've been working on. So let's get that background again. And get to my test page. All right. So, yeah, here's the new Trainer Square update I've been working on. So it comes... All I have working is Pokemon so far, but I'm going to have items and ores in there as well. And there's going to be sorting on it too. And the sorting already works. So you can go to... you can do name. You can do sort by level. And I also added in a counter... or price per billion XP in as well, because I know it's kind of complicated to figure out, well, what is this Pokemon really worth at high XP values? Yeah. Like, I mean, you and me know the billions per 100 levels, but like...
Yeah. It's mainly for newer players or people that just don't mess around too much with like levels and level value. I think it's a nice offset. It makes Trainer Square more friendly and welcoming, and then also adding items and stuff that's been highly requested for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to implementing items.
I really do like the UI that you're going with now.
Mm-hmm. So, let me get back to it. So, my idea with this is, since these are like, I've positioned these boxes so that I can do a mobile mode version where it's just a straight line down. So that way we can bring actual mobile mode support to Trainer Square. So like these boxes are the exact width of a mobile mode window. So yeah, that's gonna be. I'm gonna have to work on that as well, but it shouldn't be a complicated transition because I've already been working on it. Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Awesome.
You think this will be a good episode? No idea.
It's a starter.
I'm hoping that in the future we're gonna have other people who play this game. Like, I mean, any one of you guys can come on for sure. To just like, I mean, new player, old player, just kind of like come on and have a chat with me about the game. You know, shoot me any ideas. I mean, you guys know I'm pretty involved with the community. So yeah, guess that's it. See ya.
Bye.